Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good Wednesday morning. It is the 19th of February 2020. Excuse me if I'm sounding a little stuffy. Saharan dust trying to throw me down. But in Jesus' name, I will be here ensuring that I get your morning off to a fantastic start. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. The dust will clear out sooner or later. The rain is helping as well. I know it's a rainy morning here in the Spice. Not even morning. Since last night, rain been falling. Bucket a drop, but it's showers of blessings. So happy to have each and every one of you this morning across the Tri-Island. Bigging up the sister as they prepare to climax Kayak Mass 2020. Want to say good morning to the folks joining us across the Caribbean: Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Antigua, Anguilla, Dominica, Jamaica, Barbados, St. Martin, Puerto Rico, Guyana, Venezuela. Everybody, good morning, everybody. Those of you joining us across the international waters: US, Canada, Switzerland, Sweden, Germany, Australia, Spain, the United Kingdom, China, North Korea, South Korea, Japan, Thailand. I try to hail up as much people as possible because I know we are reaching a wide cross-section of people via our GBN Television Facebook page. Those of you logged on to the GBN Television channel 7, 11, and 20 here at home. Those of you on the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, and of course the loyal listeners of Classic 105.5 and 105.9. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, it's hump day, almost getting, I could see the weekend coming over the Himalayas. Yes, that's it, I'm spotting there. It's a welcome sight when the weekend is closer than it is further, ain't it? All right, let's get it started as usual with the word of the day. And this morning's word of the day is one that we should all be a little maybe familiar or acquainted with. This morning's word of the day: eradicate. Eradicate. E-R-A-D-I-C-A-T-E. Eradicate. It's a verb which means to pull up from the roots or to do away with as completely as if by pulling up by the roots. Given that eradicate first meant to pull up by the roots, it's not surprising that the root of eradicate means, in fact, root. Although eradicate began life as a word for literal uprooting by the mid-17th century, it had developed a metaphorical application to removing things the way one might yank an undesirable weed up by the roots. So that's where it got its roots from. The word eradicate this morning is the word of the day. It's a verb which means to do away with as completely as if by pulling up by the roots. An example of the use of the word: widespread global vaccination has been successful in eradicating smallpox. Another example of the word: a simple edict that every agronomy worker might handpick 15 weeds daily before quitting time has all but eradicated the need for chemical treatments. Word of the day this morning: eradicate. E-R-A-D-I-C-A-T-E, a verb which means to do away with as completely as if by pulling up by the roots or to pull up by the roots. The thought for today: every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. The entire 24-hour span of a specific day, it might not always be sugar plums and fairies and rainbows and happy times. But even if out of the 10 things that you've experienced today, there has to be at least one that was good or that was positive or helped made you smile or helped give you a little chip in your step, because there's always something good in it. For one, waking up on the morning time is something good. Not everybody is blessed with the gift of life on a daily basis, but those of us who are still here on the earth, living, breathing, loving, laughing, that is at least something good that has happened today, your ability to wake up. So just look for the positives, look for the good things happening in your day. Don't dwell on the bad. They always happen, sometimes in the most inconvenient times, but there is always something positive that you can look to that would lift your spirits, just even if it's just by a little bit. So as you go about today, don't think about the bad, don't think about the negatives. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. Think about that today. Let's see what's celebrated today. Today it is Lash Day. Lash as in eyelash day. Lash Day on February 19th each year promotes the love and need for true and false eyelashes. The day offers an opportunity to explore the benefits and fashion of lashes. Okay, there are benefits in the real ones, those that we call the false eyelashes. While they may not be growing out of your eyes specifically, it does wonders for a few females, you know. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't apologize for it. It enhances the beauty of a lot of people. Your eyes, they go a long way. Sometimes when you see somebody with and without eyelashes, you realize what a difference they make. So it's Lash Day. So those of you who wear the false ones, those of you who have the real ones, big up all your whole self today. Just bat your eyelashes at everybody that passed today. Because it is Lash Day, February 19th. Today it is also, only know the inside that one, I'm leaving it for last. Today it is Tug of War Day. If your only introduction to the game of tug of war was at summer camp or in elementary school, you are in desperate need to celebrate tug of war on February 19th. Tug of war has grown up from the days of your youth. In addition to having its own holiday, it has national and international federations that sponsor worldwide tournaments. Tug of war was a real vibe, and it still is. I've seen adults in recent times playing tug of war. Tug of war is a whole vibe in young and in old, so it has its own day. I could get on board with that one. I could get on board with a day for tug of war. It's fun, and it's not limited according to your age, not limited to your gender, your size, your race, nothing at all. Tug of war is for everybody, so it has its own day. Okay, take a win with that one. And today it is also Chocolate Mint Day. Chocolate Mint Day. Chocolate Mint Day is observed annually across the world on February 19th. It has been set aside for all the chocolate mint lovers to eat their favorite treats all day long. I'm not really a fan of mint flavored things like chocolate and these kind of things. I'm not a fan, but I'd make the sacrifice today. Chocolate Mint Day, I'll make the sacrifice and nibble a few in honor of Chocolate Mint Day. That's how dedicated I am to these things that are recognized on a daily basis. I make sacrifices. Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, yes? Just as a quick note, before we get to Fast Facts, the national under-20 team, the footballers, they have their first match this afternoon in the CONCACAF Under-20 Championships. They are currently in the Dominican Republic, and their first game is against Dominica this afternoon at 2 p.m. They are grouped with host Dominican Republic as well as Dominica and Anguilla. Hopefully they will be able to stomp their claim in Group B and come home with the victory in the group. So good luck to the Spice Boys as they prepare for their first match this afternoon against Dominica. The match is scheduled for 2 p.m. So hopefully we'll start off on a winning note. And a reminder, the Saharan dust is still outside there. It's trying to throw down some of us. I can't speak properly to speak about dust. It's throwing me down. All right? But walk with your asthma pumps and whatever you may need, your nasal clearance and your Claritin for your sinus, whatever you need, because the Saharan dust is in full bloom specifically today and tomorrow, God willing. Monday and Tuesday were teasers as far as I understand. Today and tomorrow, God willing, is when the true test will be laid down. And now let's get ready for Fast Facts before we get into the morning edition of news and a repeat of last evening's newscast. This is Good Morning Grenada on Classic and the GBN. Keep it locked right here. It's time for Fast Facts. Have a good one. The top two countries with the largest population in the world have over 1 million more people than the nation in third place. We'll give you the details in Fast Facts next. The United States ranks third in world population and seems likely to hold that position for decades to come. New estimates from the U.S. Census Bureau put China in the lead with 1.34 billion residents, followed by India with 1.19 billion. The United States is a distant third with 311.1 million people. Rounding out the top 5 are Indonesia and Brazil. The Census Bureau has issued world population estimates for more than half a century based on current fertility, mortality, and migration rates, as well as future projections. The Bureau envisions India taking the world lead by 2050, when its estimated population will be 1.66 billion people. The comparable 2050 projections for China and the United States are 1.3 billion and 422.6 million respectively. As of this month, the world's population is 7.63 billion people, according to the United Nations. More than half of all people around the globe, 3.97 billion, live in just 7 countries, according to the estimates. That's Fast Facts.
This is news at 7. Good evening, I'm Ken Roy Batiste.
And I'm Beverly Telesford. A recent international report says the world is running short of sugar and prices are rising. This is quickly becoming a reality for people in Grenada as consumers on the weekend saw empty shelves where sugar was supposed to be. Sherry and Blackman-Stephen tells us the reason behind this.
The world's top sugar traders forecast a global shortage of the commodity. According to Time.com, global sugar prices have surged about 12% this year, for the best start of a year in a decade, as a drought cut shipments from Thailand, the world's number 2 exporter. Less production from the European Union, Brazil turned more of its cane crop into ethanol, and freezing weather wrecked crops in North America. The Marketing and National Importing Board, the MNIB, is warning that a critical sugar situation is looming. In an exclusive interview on Tuesday with Chairman of the Marketing and National Importing Board, Christopher Dialli, said it may be a while before brown sugar will be on the supermarket shelves.
At current, Marketing Board is supposed to have a shipment of white sugar that is should be on the port today and will be available. We have 2,500 bags of white sugar coming in, and that will be available probably by tomorrow to customers. The critical issue for us is brown sugar. We have not had brown sugar probably for the last couple of weeks, and the situation going forward is going to be even a little more dire. So we want to take this opportunity to upgrade and inform the public what is happening with brown sugar in particular. Brown sugar normally is our higher consumption in terms of sugar in Grenada, and we have had a situation, and we are going to be in a situation where there is going to be a shortage of brown sugar on the world market.
Dialli said the need for brown sugar is pulling larger demands from countries like the United States of America.
We're seeing increased demand from countries like Thailand and the US, and our regional producers like Gaisuko and so on are now channeling all their production to those markets because of better pricing, and they're getting better pricing for their sugar per ton. So a lot of us who in the region would have bought sugar from them have none available to us now, and we are in a shortage situation.
The MNIB chairman said that while they seek brown sugar from other countries, consumers must be prepared for higher prices. He explained that sugar imported from regional countries does not attract the Common External Tariff, or the CET, due to CARICOM arrangement, but if it must be sought outside CARICOM, it will attract the CET. He said they are presently looking towards Brazil for a shipment of brown sugar. Acting manager of the Marketing and National Importing Board, Elvis Young, said the MNIB will try to stabilize the price.
Once there isn't a significant increase, we would be able to absorb that increase and maintain the current price level. So we hope that is the case, because as Marketing Board, that's one of our basic function, to create stability in the price.
The MNIB said they are working to ensure the present lull on the market will not be prolonged. Cherry and Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
Meanwhile, the MNIB chairman, Senator Christopher Dialli, says the state-owned company is working toward financial stability.
We have had challenges. We continue to have challenges. We're not totally out of the woods yet. We're getting out of there slowly. we have been able to make a number of changes and adjustments within the organization to cut costs and improve revenues where we can. So it is a process. It is a one that is being worked on as we speak, and we are expecting that probably as we continue to work on this, we will get the stability that we.
The MNIB started a number of secondary products it was considering for retail. However, due to previous financial issues and a pending court matter, the chairman says this is now on hold. Acting manager of the MNIB, Elvis Young, says the immediate focus is on fresh produce, capitalizing on government's ban on sodas in schools.
Bag juices continued. That opportunity we have for the schools, we'll be taking advantage of that and expanding the production where the students could have the small bag juices as an alternative to the sodas that the ministry is trying to get rid of. So yes, we continue to push production in that area. Another viable area for us is the production of fruit bowls, which again comes naturally with what we do.
Now on Tuesday, the Ministry of Agriculture, through a collaborative initiative with the Royal Grenada Police Force, launched a perennial larceny hotline in a bid to curb the 8.7% increase in perennial larceny cases across the island. Akisha Felix has more.
Statistics obtained by the Royal Grenada Police Force shows an increase in the number of perennial larceny cases by 8.7% between 2018 to 2019. As a result, both the Ministry of Agriculture and the RGPF have decided to be more proactive in their approach in dealing with the theft of agricultural produce and livestock. In keeping with the 2020 budget presentation, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said more emphasis will be placed on combating the issue of perennial larceny within the first quarter of the year, with the establishment of a perennial larceny hotline and amendments to the Perennial Larceny Act. Minister for Agriculture Yolan Bain-Hosford said the hotline will be maintained and operated by members of the RGPF.
The perennial larceny hotline number 435-0300 has been assigned, and the short code is 300. The Royal Grenada Police Force will be responsible for the operationalization and maintenance of the hotline.
Meanwhile, Assistant Commissioner ASP Francois says his team is confident in this new venture to help curb the issue of perennial larceny due to the success of other hotlines made available to the public.
The 911 only accepts call inwards, so someone is going to answer that line at any time it's given. So we expect to operate the 300 line in the same fashion, and it would give our farmers an opportunity to report in a timely manner incidents that might be taking place on their farms in various areas of the country and receive a response in a timely manner. So this 300 hotline is another addition that farmers can use, and we would be able to follow this report from the time it was reported and have some explanation as to where the report, what would have happened to the report, etc.
According to the Ministry of Agriculture, additional transportation will be made available to successfully execute the purpose and intent of the perennial larceny hotline. Akisha Felix for GBN News.
Meanwhile, Minister for Agriculture Yolan Bain-Hosford says the ministry will embark on a number of community outreach and sensitization programs on perennial larceny in an effort to educate the public on this growing concern.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands will commence a rigorous public awareness and education campaign, having recognized the need to have greater public participation in the fight against perennial larceny. Please note that the ministry has reenacted its internal organs and the multi-stakeholders perennial larceny body, introduced the use of cameras, and will erect billboards in strategic locations throughout the state following today's launch.
A stabbing incident on the weekend left one man hospitalized with multiple wounds and another charged with attempted non-capital murder. Desmond Cato, 25, of Mount Craven St. Patrick, is believed to have been involved in an altercation with a 50-year-old male resident of the same area. The incident is said to have occurred at about 7 p.m. last Saturday. The victim sustained injuries to his head as well as back and left arm and remains warded at the General Hospital. Cato made his first court appearance on Monday and has been remanded to Her Majesty's Prison until his next court hearing in March.
Meanwhile, after being on the run from police for the last 3 weeks, Trent Charles of Vandam St. George has turned himself in. Charles was of interest to the RGPF following a shooting incident on Four Roads, St. George. 3 charges were laid against Charles, including attempted non-capital murder and illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Charles, who made his first court appearance on Monday, was remanded to Her Majesty's prisons.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell and Labour Minister Peter David met Friday with executive members of the Caribbean Congress of Labour who were in Grenada for a meeting of the regional organization. We get more in this report.
In welcoming the team, headed by President Andre Lewis of Grenada, Dr. Mitchell underscored the importance of the labor movement and of working together. He noted that the current chair of the Caribbean community, Mia Motley of Barbados, shares that opinion, hence the invitation to labor representatives to attend the intersessional meeting in Barbados this week. Dr. Mitchell said, and I quote, "In the new global community, unless we work together, we will not survive. We need to unify our efforts, businesses, governments and labour, to meet the fundamental challenges we face today. The government of Grenada looks forward to continued cooperation as we go forward," unquote. Andre Lewis, who was elected president of the CCL last November, said the organization also favors a collaborative approach and welcomed the opportunity to work with Caribbean leaders. He said the CCL also believes the tripartite approach is necessary. The Prime Minister also raised the issue of productivity, which he said needs to be addressed. He said, and again I quote, "For unions, it should not be only about how much money you can negotiate for workers, but also about productivity. And for businesses, it's not just about making money for partners or shareholders, but also about keeping staff happy so that they are encouraged to work," unquote. The CCL executive members noted that productivity must be looked at in all its dimensions. The subject of a possible government subvention for the CCL was discussed. Dr. Mitchell, who's also the Minister of Finance, said government will be willing to support efforts by the regional trade union umbrella body, especially as it endeavors to empower its membership. This drive to empower has already started through the CCL's partnership with Cipriani College of Labour and Cooperative Studies in Trinidad and Tobago. The Grenada Trades Union Council is planning a 1-week training session in leadership for its affiliates. Dr. Mitchell also suggested that the trade unions get involved in business ventures that can benefit their members over time. Some unions in Trinidad and Tobago and Dominica are already engaged in such activities. Dr. Mitchell suggested that this approach be encouraged in other countries, including Grenada. Tony Julian, GBN News.
Other news, Grenada is among 4 countries from the Eastern Caribbean that will benefit from the World Bank's 19th cycle of International Development Association. This was announced today by Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, Senator Simon Steele, at government's post-cabinet briefing. Rena Pear has more.
The World Bank starts a new funding cycle in which Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines will benefit from $350 million under the IDA 19 resources from July 2020 to June 2023. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Dr. Keith Mitchell and Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment Senator Simon Steele were among government representatives from the Eastern Caribbean attending the World World Bank's International Development Association's IDA high-level meeting in Miami last weekend to discuss strategic priorities in preparation for the utilization of the cycle. Senator Simon Steele in Tuesday's press briefing spoke of the funds and how it would be paid back.
And these are effectively grant and highly concessional loans to support our development programs. And when I say highly concessional, the interest rate is less than 1%, somewhere in the region of 0.75%, a 10-year grace period on repayments, and a repayment period of 40 years. So this is as close to grant resources as you will get.
The minister says Grenada also received its final financial quota from the IDA 18th cycle 2018 to 2020.
We've just received our final disbursement of that 74 million window, and that final disbursement is $20 million.
The minister says the money received will be used to develop programs that will trickle down to communities.
So whether that is healthcare, whether it's education, whether it's youth, the program Minister Lewis will speak to us about, whether it is agriculture and the programs that will be presented in the following session, speaking of predial larceny, whether it's in the areas of tourism, infrastructure development, works, these resources will be used to support our programs to the end of this year.
For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
Welcome back. The Sister Isle is heating up as Kayak Mass 2020 is well underway. With major carnival events starting this week, final preparations are being made by the stakeholders involved in the festivities, including food handlers.
The Ministry of Health has been conducting food handlers training programs throughout Grenada and Carriacou. During the month of July, a comprehensive 9-module training program was held for food handlers and people desirous of entering the service. Andre Worm, Chief Environmental Health Officer in the Ministry of Health, explains how the training programs benefit Kayak Mass 2020.
Carriacou in particular, they have been part of the program for many years, and what I can tell you is Carriacou in 2018, 34 persons received training in food handling and safe preparation, etc. Now they were issued with food badges. The badges has a duration of 1 year. So that badge is currently in force. That badge is currently still viable and workable for the event, for the current carnival event.
Worm says the protocol remains the same as previous years for obtaining food badges for vendors wishing to have food stalls during the festivities.
In the new food safety legislation, the Food Safety Act of 2015, there is a criteria for persons who would engage in street food vending that they should have a permit. Now, we have been utilizing the issuance of a food badge as a sort of permit for those events. So while the basic medical certificate gives you the authority in law to sell food, we still move to the higher level of where you would engage in street food vending, that you now can be certified as a person to engage in that kind of activity, and you would be issued with a permit that would last for 1 year.
Patrons are also reminded to look for food badges when purchasing from roadside vendors during the festivities. Tony Julian, GBN News.
This one to report crime-fighting equipment has been presented to the Royal Grenada Police Force. The donation forms part of the Regional Security Systems 10th European Development Fund project. A special ceremony was held on Tuesday at the Special Services Unit at Camp Celine to hand over the equipment. Christina John attended and has this report.
Cameras, protective clothing, gloves, and photographic equipment are just some of the equipment received by the Royal Grenada Police Force towards crime fighting. This was part of a joint effort between the European Union and the Regional Security System 10th EDF project. The equipment, valued at approximately 100,000 EC dollars, is said to be of international standards. Graham Archer, Deputy Executive Director of the Regional Security System, says the equipment will contribute to a more effective service delivery.
We acknowledge the value of forensic evidence in prosecution and defense of criminal cases. In order to realize the full value of forensic evidence in case solvency rates in the RSS sub-region, we believe that basic procedures in preservation of evidence are critical. It is with this in mind that today we proudly hand over equipment that we are sure will facilitate improved evidence collection by law enforcement officers for onward processing by forensic units in the respective member states.
To the officers who will be utilizing this equipment, Mr. Archer left these words.
Words of Herbert MacDonald, a famed researcher in the field of forensic science. Physical evidence cannot be intimidated. I repeat that. Physical evidence cannot be intimidated. It does not forget. It sits there and waits to be detected, preserved, evaluated, and explained. To the law enforcement practitioners, you now have been given some of the tools to detect, preserve, evaluate, and explain that evidence. I trust that you will use this equipment wisely and to the best of your abilities.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Franklin Redhead says crime and violence are developmental issues. An elevated level of crime affects citizens in the short term and in the long term economic growth and social development. Deputy Commissioner Redhead promised that the RGPF will continue to do its part towards the reduction of crime. He acknowledged the efforts of the Regional Security System and other contributors.
It is in this context I want to recognize the very important intervention by the European Union through the 10th EDF Fund for enhancing RGPF forensic capabilities, critically important at this juncture. Further, I want to recognize the ongoing efforts of the Regional Security System in coordinating and negotiating support from member states. It is highly certainly for negotiating support from member states. This is highly appreciated in light of the extant resource constraints. It is heartening to note that the RSS, rooted in the notion of collectivism many years ago, continues to evolve and adapt to the needs of member states and remains a relevant and pragmatic sub-regional mechanism.
Other RSS member states are also beneficiaries of a 200,000 euros worth of crime scene investigative equipment secured by the RSS. The theme for this presentation was strengthening law enforcement and border security. Christina John, GBN News.
Regional leaders opened the 31st intersessional meeting of the conference in Barbados earlier today. Community governance, a fixed single CARICOM roaming rate, and a unified regional approach were among the key highlights of Chair of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, Mia Amour Motley, in her opening address. On the issue of community governance, the chair noted that some self-examination was in order.
The CARICOM Secretariat, which keeps us together, is now functioning with 30 million Eastern Caribbean dollars less than it did 10 years ago. The CARICOM Secretariat is now functioning with less than 40 people less than it did 30 years ago. But we demand more of them against the challenges that I identified at the outset of my speech. And we therefore need to ask ourselves whether we have the appropriate governance and funding models to ensure the sustainability of this family movement that is so vital to our being able to bring prosperity to our citizens.
Prime Minister Motley suggested a review of the 2003 Rose Hall Declaration and the entire issue of community governance with a view to finding a modality that would allow for more effective implementation of heads' decisions, particularly those relating to the CARICOM single market and economy.
Summon the will within us to ask Prime Minister Gonzalez to dust off the papers and the technical working groups and to come once again to us with a modality that can allow a more effective implementation of the decisions of heads of government, particularly as it relates to the CARICOM single market and single economy.
Alrighty, time now for this evening's GBN Eyesore. Compliments Clear Vision Eye Center.
Tonight's Eyesore features dolphins swimming in Grenadian waters, captured on video by a Guave fisherman. You can send in your photo and video submissions via our social media platforms.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
The race to the crown continues. Carnival Friday, Fantastic Friday. The Playway International Soca Monarch 2020. The Crown Grand Finals, Fantastic Friday. The best in power and groovy soca do battle against reigning power and groovy monarchs.
I am a George, the Water Lord, the commander of the Savannah. Hey yo, this is Swappy. Big up to all my sisters and brethren.
For their chance at the crown. In the groovy category, Aston Isaac, Blacks, College Boy Jesse, Ding Dong, Isaiah, Kerry John, Leadpipe, Pretty, Razor, Rome, Skinny Mountain, and the reigning groovy monarch, Swappy. Fantastic Friday.
GBN's coverage of the International Soca Monarch 2020 is made possible by the National Lotteries Authority, Netherlands Insurance, Megaforce Promotions, Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event Supplies, Clark's Court Rounds, Fruta, distributed by George F. Huggins, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Quick and Easy, Royal and Horizon Paper Towels and Napkins, Qualitech Laboratory, Bernie's Ice Cream, Innovations Grenada Limited, Cashways, Duty Free Caribbean, Grenville Credit Union, The Computer Store Grenada, and Viking Engineering.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Grenada, 1795. One man with a sense of destiny.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise. Julian Fedor, a Heritage Theatre production, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, 28th and 29th March, 4th and 5th April at the Trade Center.
People was not made to live like this. It's like we have a cause.
Julian Fedor, an action-packed historical drama.
I see blood falling from the sky, filling up that mountain river, flowing from Belvedere Hills. I see blood.
4 big nights of theater, the play the nation has been waiting to see, with Sam Ogilvy, Lisa Grappy-James, Robert White, Dale Devine, and other top-of-the-line acting talents. Opening Saturday, 28th March. Get your tickets now.
Breaking barriers. Going beyond the ordinary. Examining the stories beyond what meets the eyes. GBN gets to the meat of the matter. Join us on GBN Television, Classic Radio, gbn.gd, or on Facebook via your smartphones and other devices. We take you beyond the headlines every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. We are GBN, rated number 1.
No, that's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact. Wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Hi, I'm Francis Urias Peters. To
really know who I am, you must look at the plays that I've written over the past 30 years, because they reflect hard work, discipline, and my inner beliefs. Now, these values were shaped by my earlier bringings, because I was always curious about my roots and my identity as a Caribbean man. Now, I'm a good listener, and K105 has always been a great source of education and entertainment. Now, while the station name may have changed over the years, it has always provided valuable information which enabled me as a playwright to document and to celebrate our history, our behavior, and our achievements. K105 is my choice. It's the national station.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It's 20 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock, and it is Wednesday, so you know what that means. It is Request Wednesday here on Good Morning to Grenada. To the folks over on the GBN Television Facebook page, unfortunately, this is where we have to cut the live because of copyright laws on the platform, but you can head on over to the Grenada Broadcasting Network YouTube channel, or just tune into GBN Television channel 7, 11, or 20, or Classic 105.5, 105.9. So goodbye to the folks. Good morning, Tonya St. Louis Lawrence. I see you logged on this morning. So goodbye to the folks on the Facebook, and head on over to the other platforms where you can tune in and make your requests here on Request Wednesday. Bye. All right, let's get it started. Request Wednesday. I already have some requests coming in even as early as yesterday. I have to go back and look for that chat with a request from yesterday, but I'm going to get it started this morning with this WhatsApp request called Find Us Faithful by Steve Green. There we go.
And those who've gone before us line the way, cheering on the faithful, encouraging the weary, their lives a stirring testament to God's sustaining grace. Surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us run the race, not only for the prize, but as those who've gone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blackman.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am good. How are you?
Not too good.
Why? No, don't tell me. Let me don't dwell on it. Hopefully the song that you request would put a little pep in your step this morning.
Yeah, I want to hear a song like Billy Patrick Line.
Hello God? Okay.
Yes, God.
You really like that song, you know?
Yeah.
I realize. Okay, no problem. All right. 435-2041 is the number to call and make a request this morning. You can also make a request via the WhatsApp. It's also 435-2041.
or if you head on over to the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, you can make your request in the comments over there. The next request is another WhatsApp. This one is called Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Most of us should know this one, yes? Hopefully. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I would like to hear Skyline Pigeon by Elton John.
Skyline
Pigeon.
Pigeon by Elton John?
Elton John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blossom.
Good morning.
And how are you this morning?
I am good. Battling the sinus, but I'm good.
Well, trying to get better. I think it's the Sahara Desert dust.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Anyway, my favorite tune since I was a young boy was Rambling Rose by Nat King Cole. Could you play it for me, please?
No problem.
Thank you, mate.
Have a good one.
Same to you.
All right. Four 435-2041 is the number to call and make a request this morning. I want to ensure I get you off to work and school on a good note with one of your favorite songs or a song that will give you a good mood to go about your day today. I wonder if it's still raining outside. Is it?
Help your children and don't let them fall by the side of the road. To love one another, that heaven might find a place in their hearts. 'Cause Jesus is love. He won't let you down, and I know
Good morning.
Miss Blossom.
Morning.
We love you. We love you, love you, love you. If I tell you I wake up with you on my mind, if I don't hear you, I'm sick.
Blossom. Thank you.
You're so nice. You're so accommodating. We love you. Don't move, you know.
Thank you very much.
But you have to go home, but come back next day, you know.
I will try my best once God gives me health and strength.
God will take care of you. Remember, Grenadians love you. We elderly people, when I say elderly, you know what I mean.
No problem, I understand.
We love you.
Thank you very much.
Have a God bless. Today, Wednesday?
Yes, today's Wednesday.
Have a God bless.
Thank you. Many happy returns.
Take care now.
Have a good one. Y'all make my day. Y'all definitely make my day. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
He won't let you down, and I know
I see the request on the WhatsApp. We'll surely get back to them once time allows. Don't worry, I'm going in order this morning. The earlier you make a request, the greater the chances of it being played. I see requests coming in since yesterday morning. That's what we do here at Classic. Make sure that we please our viewers and our listeners. Birthday greetings are being sent out to Linda Alexander from Bolio, resided in Canada. The greetings are coming from your grandchildren. Yes, your grandchildren. So have a happy one. This is a request that came in yesterday morning. Casey and the Sunshine Band, Please Don't Go.
Gonna miss your love the minute you walk out that door. So please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. Please don't go. Don't go. I'm begging you to stay. If you leave, at least in my lifetime, I've had one dream come true. I was blessed to be loved by someone as wonderful as you. So please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. Please don't go. Don't go. I'm begging you to stay. Hey, hey, hey. I go to church on a Sunday. The vows that I make, I break them on Monday. The rest
Good morning.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Ms. Jeremiah. How you do?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good.
I wish you all the blessings for the day today.
Thank you. Many happy
Be healthy,
returns.
be strong, and just continue the good work.
Thank you very much.
If
I'll
you can
try.
find the time, I'd like you to play one for me called I Love You, Lord by Prophet T.B. Joshua.
By who?
Prophet T.B. Joshua.
Okay. I love
You,
by
Lord.
Prophet.
Yeah, or if you don't want to put T.B. Joshua, put Emmanuel's TV Singers.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
You too.
I have tried. You'll never be sorry, dear God. Each day we read in the paper of the carryings on of some of our neighbors. We're sinning and lying and forgetting the faith. Then we have
This one is Skyline Pigeon by Elton John. WhatsApp are coming back just now. Hold on.
From your hand, let me fly to distant lands, over green fields, trees and mountains, flowers and forest fountains. Skyway for this dark and lonely room projects a shadow casting gloom, and my eyes are mirrors of the world outside, thinking of the ways that the wind can turn. And these shadows turn from purple into gray, for just this skyline pigeon dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he can spread his wings and fly away again.
It's time to take a quick break and come back inside with some more requests. It's Request Wednesday here on Classic 105. Keep it locked. We have more music coming up on the other side of the break.
So very far behind. Fly away.
The Aedes aegypti mosquito spreads the dengue, chikungunya, and Zika viruses. It only needs a small amount of water to breed. Check for stagnant water regularly. Buckets including the rim should be drained and kept dried. Avoid using flower pot plates, but if you do, ensure they're emptied every 2 days. Get rid of water that settles in potted plants. Dish rack trays should be emptied daily. If your pipe leaks, throw away the collected water and rectify the leakage promptly. Mosquitoes also breed around the roots of plants. Change the water, rinse the roots, and scrub the vase to remove mosquito eggs daily. Remember, by destroying mosquito breeding sites, we can prevent dengue, chikungunya, and Zika.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Make no excuse. Claim those fitness goals with a little help from Quartz. Save big on home fitness equipment when you shop with up to 15% off. Plus, get a chance to win a free spin bike. Shop today and pay nothing until March with Quartz Ready Finance. Make no excuses. Shop and win. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Watch as a storm blows through.
Welcome back to Request Wednesday here on Good Morning Grenada. This one is called God Gave Me You by Blake Shelton. And the request is coming from Kareem, aka Cream. Sending it out to his girlfriend Jana. Her birthday is today. Jana, have a good one. Have a blessed birthday today. Hope you enjoy it to the fullest. And Kareem, say big up your whole self. Good morning.
Morning, miss.
How you doing?
Not too bad, Mr. Gentle.
Hi, Mr. Gentle. All is well?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, Gentle from Guavde.
Yes, I pick up your voice.
Okay, right. I'd like you to play Glory Land.
Glory Land.
By Paul Simon and the Bambuza African group. The guy died the other day.
Oh my.
Black Bambuza.
Okay.
But then Paul Simon and Glory Land.
Okay, no problem. Have a good one. Have a good one, Jana. A little bit of soca in the mix. Marsha Montano, I Love You. Newly married Marsha.
You love somebody, tell me if you love somebody. Yeah, just tell somebody, I love you. I'm not afraid to shout it. I'm not afraid to shout it. Oh, na na na. I love you. Say yeah, and there is no shame about it. So I'm not afraid to shout it. Oh, na na na. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the time, so deal with it now. Hug that person and let them know. Hey, even the bad men heart is open. So tell all the real brethren that you know the die-hard ones who riding for you. Don't wait till they call. No way. This is the time to appreciate. Don't hold back, don't procrastinate. Don't wait till they call. Look somebody in the face. Please don't wait. Tell them straight. Tell them say I love you. I'm not afraid to shout it. I'm not afraid to shout it. Oh na na na. I love you. Yeah. And there is no shame about it. So I'm not afraid to shout it. Oh na na na. Look how long me and make.
Don't be afraid to shout it. I love you. I love all the viewers and listeners of Classic and the GBN. Y'all make the show what it is. Thank you so much. I love you. Morning, mommy. I love you. Yes, I'm a mommy's girl, okay? Proud of it too. Let me get back into some more requests. This one is called You Make Me Stronger by Kevin Downswell. Yes, I'm a mommy's girl. Hi, Miss D. I love you. Sharing love this morning.
You're my creator, Lord, you know my times. Seasons of breakthrough, my seasons of trial. So I will seek you, and you I will find. You're my strong tower. In
just love the requests. There are always maybe songs that I haven't heard in a while or songs that are new to me. I love them.
Oh, please tell me what.
Another WhatsApp request this morning, one that I haven't heard in a while as well.
You gave me the will to go on as soon as I picked up the phone.
No, you don't understand, Loretta. I'm trying to tell you that
The talk
is around. Good morning.
Good morning, Blossom. Paulette again. I was wondering if you could do me a favour. You may not be able to find this one. Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker is from Yorkshire, where I come from. He died about 3 years ago. I'll get by with a little help from my friends. That's a lovely song, you know.
I get by with help from
a little help from my friends. It's a great song. If you can find it, but don't worry if you can't. But it's just lovely to hear all these lovely songs. Thank you.
I will look for it. No problem.
Thank you for Conway Twitty. That's a long time since I've heard this one.
Exactly.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
The phone.
but it is true. They're not wrong.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Loretta.
Oh no. I can't believe that it's true.
I'm sorry, Loretta. I'm really sorry.
Telling me what, man?
Over and done.
We'll play our next song here before. Just so you know, over the phone. My goodness. This one is called Over and Over by Jeff and Sherry Easter.
Get across, and I've made my way through some valleys and deserts, believing I'd never get lost. I stood at the foot of what felt like Mount Everest, knowing I'd have the strength for the climb. It's through every trial, each test and temptation, there's one thing, it's sure every time. Over and over, again and again, God is faithful. Over and over, again and again, through it all, He's made me able to stand and survive, to come through alive when it sure looked like I couldn't win. Jesus is with me, so I'll claim the victory over and over
Yes, WhatsApp. I dealing with a WhatsApp request, mixing them in with the phones, making sure everybody get a blind. Yes.
It's just a child when I felt the Savior leading. I was drawn to what I could not understand. And for the cause of Christ, I have spent my days believing that what He'd have me be is who I am. As I come to see the weaker side of me, I realize His grace is what I'll need. When sin demanded justice for my soul, mercy said no. I'm not gonna let you go. I'm not gonna let you slip away. You don't have to be afraid. Mercy said no. Sin will never take control. Life and death stood face to face. Darkness tried to steal my heart away.
Why you ramble, no one knows. While and wind blow, that's how you've grown. Who can cling to a rambling road? Ramble on, ramble on. When you're rambling, days are gone. Who will love you with a love true? When you're rambling, days are gone. Rambling rose, rambling rose. Why I want you, heaven knows. Though I love you with a love true, who can cling to a rambling rose?
You are everything. How I love you. One more time. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Every breath that I breathe, every song that I sing, more than life itself. Yes, I do. You are my joy, my everything. Lord, I love you. You are everything. How I love you. One more time. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. With every breath that I breathe, I love you, Lord. With every song that I sing, I love you, Lord. You are my joy, my everything. Lord, I love you. You are
Why should I get
Just about 5 more minutes. Let me see how many more songs I can play. Jamo, until my work is over. Morning, Uncle Jamo. Hope you're having a good morning today. Anybody see Uncle Jamo? Tell him I say good morning.
I'm moving on. Yes, I'm moving on. Lord, Lord. Oh, God. From the cradle to the grave, little by little, stage by stage. I never get weary. I never get weary. Sorrows and laughter, time of fear. Good and bad, I had my share. I never get weary. I never get weary. Just like the breeze that blowing high on the mountain top. I can't stay still, I gotta keep moving. Just can't afford to stop. Yeah. Why should I? Why should I? No, the Lord is Lord, until my work is over, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna be up full, brave and strong. Can't let the system hold me down. But when my work is over, that is when I lay me down. For nothing more and nothing less. Till charge up back my soul to rest. Hey. Tell me why should I? Oh, I never get weak.
Your mama said the people are depending on you, Shirley. Don't you let them down. I remember mama in a happy way.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Yeah. Oh, baby, how did all I need is my brother. I say I'm gonna get high.
Playing as much as I can. We have just about 2 more minutes. It's 3 minutes to 8. We have to link up with the BBC at the top of the hour, so I'm going to cram as much as I can.
I know your life on earth was trouble. Only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to rain. So go rest high on that mountain. Son, your work on earth is done. Go do.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in this morning. Just have time for one more. This one is Hotel California by the Eagles. Thank you for making the requests. Hopefully I'll get to those requests next time, same place next week, God willing. Every Wednesday, Request Wednesday on Classic. Like I said, in the top of the hour, we join BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. And we're going to go out with some Hotel California. Have a good Wednesday, everybody.